What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Zabbix video. In my previous video I talked about how to detect misconfiguration for Zabbix agent, and I did briefly touch the agent 1 misconfiguration, which can be applicable to agent 2, but in this video this is kind of goes as an extra, like sometimes we have mixed environment, agent 1, agent 2, and how to design a template which detects the misconfiguration for both agent 1 and agent 2. Let's start. At the beginning, like we have this solution from my previous video. If you did not see that, you can have a look, and it practically immediately looks for the agent configuration, which is hosted under the etc Zabbix and here. And what if we have like this file is not there, and we have the other file like agent2.conf. So let's design a solution for that. I'm visiting the template section and creating completely new template module over here, which will be called agent d agent2. So this will have automation inside. And this automation will be based on like there is an item key which is like exists, vfs.file exists. So we can start the journey by using an alternative item key. This is still native to the agent. So we will check if the file is there, and of course we will feed that outcome through the low-level discovery. So here we would look for like the normal configuration file, and this time like I will have pre-processing which kind of generates the JSON for the LLD rule. So this item key practically can report 1 if the file exists and 0 if the file does not exist. And now in the pre-processing I can tell like the JavaScript, I can introduce a JavaScript rule like return value match, and then like use help of regular expression if the line starts with the 0 and also like ends with the 0, global match, and then what to do. Like here we will report something which is LLD rule, and after if it's like a negative thing, like the file does not exist, it will report an empty array. Like the LLD rule will do nothing. Here something is missing, like I need to introduce double quotes here and etc Zabbix agent d.conf. So that's the path of the file, and the name of LLD macro will be agent d.conf. So that's my choice how I name the system. So this is like nice JSON to be feeded inside the LLD rule. Let's okay. This is everything. Apply, and since this is text, like I need to like switch to the text. I will use the log table, and like I would check this once per day. Okay, add. And now, like feeding this into the LLD rule, I can click here, create dependent discovery rule, and the name of the rule will be like very similar as config.lld, okay, .lld, and that's it. Add. And now, like the very similar approach as we did have here, checking if what's inside the file. So I can copy this item key, go to the item prototypes, and create the item prototype over here. Click and click. And since the LLD macro is called hashtag agentd.conf, so that will be the file which I want to check. And the name will be here like contents. In the previous video, like it was detecting if the configuration file is containing the line which starts with the hostname equals Zabbix server, So that's a serious misconfiguration. Like this is very, very bad if you have on every server such line activated. So I will do absolutely the same here in the item prototype. Click and click over here, and that's it, like checking if that exists, add, and of course the trigger, create trigger, add, like target that thing. If it's bigger than 0, it is a problem. So miss Zabbix server identity detected inside like here agent conf, and that's like a very high priority. Okay, add. So now like the journey, how to kind of merge this thing together with the agent 2. And what I like to do is like export the template and import it, like do some modifications in the text editor, and then it's very easy. Let's try that right now. But first, before the export, I need to clone, and I will add number 2 here. And visiting the templates, now this is the clone exporting to the external file, replace. And now by opening the text editor, like this is my template, and it's very easy to modify certain places. Like I named all the items like containing that configuration file. By clicking Ctrl H, I can do the replacement quite immediately. Just replace one instance, click. And the LLD macro, like this, should be also be unique. And I will add just number 2, replace, and that's done. Agent 2, yes, it's done. And save the file, and visiting back the front end. So now I can quite like import back the modifications I just made. Click, import. And we see like everything is modified already, and my face is somewhere on the front of the button. Let's click here, import, and now to merge the template, it's also easy. Like open this one and write that like child object we just made. Click, update. And we can now it's like a nested tree, like but I don't want this time a nested tree, and I can now unlink, and now it will leave the items here. So now I have a fully flexible template over here. It is looking if the Linux server will have the config this and config that. If yes, it will create the like JSON for the low-level discovery. And the low-level discovery will analyze the content of the actual configuration file, and if it sees that misconfiguration, then it is like creating a problem. Let's have a look if this works in practice. And I have like one server, and it's running like a plain Linux module. And if I would link this template, miss configuration, like this is my new work, update, and now visiting the latest data page, I can search something like Zabbix underscore, like in the 7.0, like the everything happens super fast. Like you link the template, and it will find the new stuff quite immediately. So it's running these items who looks for the config file, and if I hit the refresh, voila, like one just got like it did generate this JSON, the JSON for the LLD, and I see the mistake already. The curly parenthesis is missing, and it will create like a serious problem. Let's do the modifications. I cannot leave it like that. Here it should have like curly parenthesis close, apply, update. Same here, curly parenthesis close, apply, update. Let's do that again, like click and click, unlink, update, click and miss configuration, click, update. let's see again, like this journey, like we have the file. So I did have a mistake, like a typo in the JavaScript. It was not a valid JSON. I did spot that with my own eyes. It would really fail to go through the LLD rule, so I did add that extra character. And in this time, like in this host, I have actually like this is host name like Samba AK, and it's having both agent configurations there. Both agents are installed, and voila, and one just got analyzed, and so its file exists, and now it's going to the next phase to see what's inside. If I refresh the page again, the other one as well just got made, and I know like in the 7.0, like in the next 30 seconds or next 20 seconds also this item key will execute automatically. That's like the new user experience, so you don't need to refresh anything. Apply, and voila, like this agent D does not have misconfiguration, and agent 2 is having misconfiguration. And by misconfiguration I mean like if you search grep host name inside the Zabbix agent2.conf, like this is wrong. Like this is when you install agent on every system, the identity is Zabbix server, and this means active checks will never work, log file monitoring will never work. So we need to like at least delete this line to make it better. Ideally, like the host name must match the host name inside the agent configuration. Just to have a look if the trigger got generated, we click here, problems, and we see Zabbix server identity detected inside agent 2. So this is single template which is able to parse both configs and detect a problem. I think the takeaways from this video, like the takeaway I think is like sometimes when we name the item keys in a very specific manner, we can export the template, open the text editor, and very easily do a replacement. And then the other takeaway can be it's easy to merge back another template into the original work. You just link and unlink, and now it's bundled together, so it's not necessary to click to create LLD rules 2 times, and yeah, it saves some time. Okay, that's everything for this video. If you find it helpful, give it a thumbs up, and goodbye.